Heard that football coach Steve Johnson. And Coach, probably not the start you're looking for with 0-2, but you really put up a great fight last week against Carthage. Talk about just your team's resilience and what you felt like come after that game.
Yeah, you know, it was a great day here at Bethel. We had a great crowd. The student section, those guys they're crazy and they're fun, and had a whiteout. That was really a neat day. So it was a phenomenal day. We're up 28-12, I think, at the half. Dawson Brown just played great for us, and we just had some things rolling. And Carthage, give them credit, they came back, found some weaknesses, found some spots, had a break or two. And came back and beat us. We had a touchdown, kickoff return for a touchdown that was called back on a call that I still haven't seen the hold yet. But but as you kind of go through things, you know, I was thinking this morning, excuse me, with all the years I've been here, we've had, you know, we've won some games that we shouldn't have.
Yeah.
And I think Saturday we lost a game that we shouldn't have. And that's the way it goes, and you know, we've got to turn this thing into, you know, adventure, because that's what we always talk about. I got a text from my daughter that says, "Hey, Dad, turn your sadness and anxiety into motivation and happiness and excitement, and you know, and for what's next." Yeah. And that's, you know, so she's using my own words on me, but that's what we got to do, and that's what we have to do in life, and those are things that you know, I have more sadness and disappointment for our guys, because I know how hard they work, our coaches, and we really love each other a lot. And so I even texted over the weekend with our coaches that, hey, I love you guys and I choose you, and let's go. And we got a great football program. Let's get better, and let's teach, and with toughness and joy, and let's go.
Well, for 27 years prior, I'm sure you've been in a lot of situations like that, where there's always that whole understanding of what's next and how do we get back in the boat together. Talk about you guys as a staff, maybe, and talk about how you guys come together and say, okay, we're going to forget what happened last week or the week before, and we're going to focus just on Saturday and getting better.
Yeah, you know, over the years I used to say flush it, but now I say take a shower, because you don't want to flush it, because we got a lot to learn out of the things that have gone on, and we really are. We're a little bit younger on defense, and we're a little bit out of sync, but I think that those things are going to come. But offensively, we got to pick it up. Yeah. Special teams, we got to pick it up, and so we miss an extra point at the end of the game, and it gets blocked. It gets just tipped by an inch. I mean, we're inches away from, oh, that's the greatest game in the history of mankind, and Carthage is thinking it was the best game in the history of mankind. So those are the things that you can't throw the baby out with the bathwater. So we've really got to learn with last week, but you can let it linger too deep into the next one, and that's kind of your point. And there's a balance, you know. And I think, again, it's all life stuff, and football is like life on steroids. And so you get these things, and the highs are high and the lows are low, and you got to deal with it, and you got to manage it, and you got to what's next, even if you win, because not everything is so rosy, and if you lose, not everything stinks. So we just got to. That's where toughness comes in. Excuse me.
No. So you talk about this whole what's next approach. I mean, I really want to just kind of put a bow on last weekend's game. Your offense down 34-28 with 1:38 left in the game. They put together an incredible 2-minute drill. You have to like what you see out of that kind of up against adversity from your offense.
Well, it was an intense game. We've had a couple in a row where it's just been crazy, and then all of a sudden, you know, we're a little bit stagnant offensively, and kind of a break here and a nice play by them there, and so they catch up, they get back, and then they take the lead, and we have hardly any time left. But they scored quickly enough to give us a little. Right. And then Andrew hits Bryce Marcourt, makes a great play on the sideline, gets out of bounds, and a couple of dumps. We're looking in the seams to get it to Jackson or some other guys, and dump it down the bridge, and he wiggles it down into the goal line. Then we have 28 seconds left, and we're wondering, we think we have time to run it, because they're all worried about our throwing now. And so we gave it to Bridge. He scored a touchdown, and so we tied a game, you know, in about 45. I don't know how much time was left, but 45 seconds. And this is about the most exciting thing ever. You know, we did keep the crowd there, that's for sure. And it was a great. I mean, it was phenomenal. And then we had a little mistake on and. Even though we didn't block right how we should have on the extra point, we have a freshman kicker that kicked it just right, did a great job. Everything was good. Got a guy seep through, and he got it by an inch, and you know, and I mean, he just tipped it away. And so it is what it is. You can't take that extra point and say that's the whole thing, but it kind of was right there.
Right.
It's the difference between winning and losing right there. And so you have to be ready for those plays. And next time, I don't know if we'll ever get that next time again. So that's why what's next is so big.
Right.
You can't linger too long, even if it's good.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're talking about with those things. And we got to love each other. We talk about this. You love each other with a kiss and a kick.
Yep.
And sometimes they're high five. Yeah, baby. We want to have enthusiasm and stuff like that. But sometimes we got to hold each other accountable. Do your job. Do your job. Do your job. And do it with enthusiasm and lean into tough stuff, and that's what we're going to do right now. And we need to be, and I have to help bring it. We need to be enthusiastic at practice when we get there this afternoon, and because we get to play college football. You kidding me? This is awesome.
Well, let's talk about taking that mentality into a big week. Now you start conference play and you start against a very tough opponent in Concordia, obviously well coached, and you guys have had some great battles over the last decade or so. Talk about what it's going to take to be successful against Concordia.
Well, Concordia is a circle game. I think it's really it's a huge game for both of us. The Cobbers and Bethel have gone back and forth for 10 years, and I think we've probably got an edge on them. But when you got St. John's, St. Thomas, Bethel, Concordia, kind of the winner of this game is a little more scary than the other one, and the other one needs some help. And so this is a circle game, whether we won the last two games or not.
Right.
This is a huge game, starting a conference with two teams that are, we really can't stand each other and we really love each other. Because they're really two programs that have had some neat battles, and Terry Horan's their coach, and all their coaches are just great guys, and we've both been around a long time, and so we really enjoy the rivalry, and it's a good one. It's not a creepy one. So it's a pretty cool deal.
Well, Coach, this Saturday, conference home opener, 1 p.m. against the Cobbers. Looking forward to a great day and getting off to a good start.
Yeah, we'll get them.
Thanks, Coach.